Fun fact, all the Christmas hats in our house are all broken and used through the years, so I should have bought a new Christmas hat. And just because I literally hate hats, I'm going to take this off and we're gonna start this video. Alright, are you guys ready to get started? So today's video is the 20 activities I recommend doing during the holiday season, the holiday festive time, just to, like get you out of the house or get you doing something creative inside the house. So I'm gonna break these activities up in 3 categories. I'm gonna have outdoors, I'm gonna have in the kitchen, and I'm gonna have solo activities that you could or you may do with other people around you, like family and friends and partners. So yes, these are the 3 categories. I'm gonna go through them quickly because I'm just gonna be listing all the activities that I participate and enjoy during the holiday seasons. So let's go. So the first categories is the great outdoors, and I have about 7 activities that fall into this category. And please note that some of these activities require snow or cold temperature. I obviously live in Canada, so we have no problem with that. So depending where you live, these activities might not be suitable for you, but I'm sure that some of them you could find an alternative to do outdoors either way, because the best thing about the winter break is that you get more time, free time, so you can spend them outdoor because we're always indoor working or studying. So yeah, I guess try to find ways to work with what you have. So my first thing on the list is to visit a Christmas market, and I had to put this on the first thing on my list because I absolutely love going every year to visit the Christmas market. There's nothing that changes year to year, but it's just the atmosphere and just going there and exploring and seeing the tree that they choose every year and how they decorate it. It's just a beautiful and wonderful experience. I go to the Toronto Christmas market. It's in the Distillery District, and those of you who live in Ontario or in Canada would probably know about it. So yeah, that's a wonderful place. I'm gonna insert some clips. I just absolutely love going there. So the second thing you can do is to go see a holiday lights tour. So there's always lights tour around in the city or in major cities. It could be a car visited light tour. So you basically, instead of walking around, you're actually taking the car through different areas so you can see the lights, and sometimes you have passages where you can go in with the car. Or reversely, some areas they have like lights tour where you actually walk through the neighborhood or you walk through an area that has all kinds of light show. So I know that in Quebec we have Illumity. I think that's what it's called, Illumity. I will insert the name here, but yeah, I saw that in the summertime and I wanted to go, but I was like, it's summer. I love to do this type of activities in the winter time. So that's something festive as well to do. The third one on my list is to go ice skating. I absolutely love ice skating. I'm not an ice skater. I suck at it, but I always loved ice skating and watching ice skating even, and I've always ice skated since I was a kid. So ice skating is a great experience, especially if you can go inside a rink, or most likely when you can go outside a rink when the temperatures are cold enough. One of my favorite places to go, I don't care how basic it is the Nathan Phillips Square. And once again, you have to be from Ontario, Canada to know what I'm talking about, or maybe you visited the Toronto area and you know exactly what I'm talking about. But the Nathan Phillips Square is basically the square next to the Toronto sign where people, just skate around, and it's so nice. It's especially nice when it's dark out because things start to lighten up and whatever, but I obviously love doing that, and that's another activity I do every holiday season. My fourth activity is to go sledding, skiing, tubing. What else? I don't know. Any of those equivalents that we have in the mountains. In Quebec we have Mont Tremblant. In Ontario we have Blue Mountains, and I'm sure there's other places as well, and there's other places around Canada and wherever you're from. So yeah, that's always a cool activity to do. It's like a day trip, and by the time you get home you're exhausted, have some hot cocoa and pass out, but it's always a fun time. My fifth activity is to literally go take a walk when it's snowing out. I don't care what people say, snow is beautiful. I love snow. I hate the cold. Personally, I'm a person that's cold 24/7. I have iron deficiency. I take iron pills in the last 3 months because it's just that bad, and I always have 5 socks on even in the summertime. Not an exaggeration, maybe one exaggeration because I have up to 3 to 4 socks on, not 5, but still that's pretty bad. So but I love snow. I think when it's actually snowing, the temperature is not that bad. It only drops after the snow, so it's the perfect time to take a walk. Although you'll get soaked or your hair will get soaked, it's just such a lovely experience and I can't recommend it enough. My 6th outdoor activity, well, it's kind of outdoor as in like outdoor of the house, but it's kind of indoors, so let me just explain, is to go see a choir or an orchestra. These are such lovely events that are always on during the holiday season because it's that time where you want to listen to that type of music and you want to celebrate life, and you know, if you're religious, other things. But I literally am so excited because this year with my friend I'm gonna go see the Candlelight concert in Toronto, and it's gonna be a Hans Zimmer, but they also have Christmas holiday themed ones as well. So this is just a lovely experience, very warming and, you know, passionate and intimate experience, especially like in the holiday season when, you know, you just want that extra warmth and light. So highly recommend that. And similarly, my 7th activity is to go see the Nutcracker Ballet. Oh my god, I wish that I was more on the ball this year and I wasn't this busy because I want to go see the Nutcracker Ballet. I know I said these are the things that I always do, but this is the only thing I think on this list that I have not done yet, and I always wanted to do it. So next year, for sure, 2 months in advance, I'm booking my ticket to a Nutcracker Ballet because now I'm looking at the tickets and they're all sold out or they're so expensive that it's not even worth it right now. Alright, we reached the kitchen activity section. So the 8th activity to do is to bake gingerbread cookies. I love gingerbread cookies. I don't know if it's just the Austrian side in me where we love Lebkuchen and anything gingerbread related, but my dad is obsessed with gingerbread, so therefore I'm obsessed with gingerbread. The holiday time is the only time where my mom is on board with sweets, so she actually ends up making the gingerbread cookies and obviously I help her, but I'm such a terrible baker. I'm a good cook, but I can't bake for the life of me. But I do help her and we do come up with ideas. I'll insert some photos of what we made last year. It was so delicious. So my mom is keto, she's keto friendly, so she follows the keto diet. Basically, we've discovered a lovely recipe that is so amazing and delicious to make keto gingerbread cookies. If you're interested in that recipe, because I swear by it and I love it, and it's like one of my top favorite gingerbread cookies. I don't know how we came up about it. We was researching and then we finally tweaked it and made our own recipe. I'll link my recipe that's on my blog down below so you can go and visit that and make that same gingerbread cookie. If you want to have gingerbread cookie that is like not really much sugary or with carbs but tastes amazing and still tastes like gingerbread. So the 9th activity to do is to similarly assemble a gingerbread house. Those are so cool, so nice to do, and you can get creative with it, and you can even have like a gingerbread house competition between family members or friends. Lately I've been buying people the Oreo gingerbread house because it's Oreo, and like I think it's so clever that we're coming up with different things. So yeah, gingerbread houses, very cool, very tasty, always a good idea every year. My 10th activity is to make hot drinks. So you can make hot cocoa, peppermint mocha, apple cider. This is just the best time of the year to make all these hot festive drinks, or even to go and buy one and get one if you really don't feel like making it. But I think making it is actually a good exercise and it's a great thing, and it's like, you know, like you kind of surprise yourself because sometimes you make something that you prefer even more than the ones you have store-bought. Maybe you don't like that much sugars or you don't like that much milk or cream. I highly recommend just looking up recipes and trying your own because it's just so fun, and you can decorate however you want. You can add sprinkles, candy canes, anything to your drink. Now my 11th activity is pretty much the same, but it's to make alcohol inspired beverages. So it's kind of like the hot drinks, but besides apple cider you can also make mulled wine and spiced eggnog, and those are great festive drinks that have a little kick to them, so you can get wasted with family and friends. Okay, so now we reached the solo activity portion, and like I said, you can do these activities solo, or if you're introverted you can do them alone, or you could even do it with a friend or family member. It's up to you, honestly. I just wrote it solo for the people that do tend to spend the holidays alone, or the people that do tend to like alone time a lot, like myself. So I added a little section there for you guys as well. So my 12th activity is to create a playlist. I am a firm playlist lover and creator. I always create playlists, so it would be cool to create, you know, like a kind of Christmas theme playlist or a holiday theme playlist, or any kind of playlist that, you know, fits the vibe and the aesthetic of the winter time. It's always a great activity. It's always a great exercise. And actually sometimes when you're like on your search on Spotify or on YouTube or wherever you listen to your music, you tend to like fall onto new songs and new music. So it's always a great thing to like get you inspired, get you in the mood, get you happy, get you jolly. So I always recommend creating a playlist. My 13th activity is to write holiday cards and send them out to loved ones. So me and my friend, we started this tradition. I think this is like the third year. I think it's the third year, and we've been starting to write each other letters, but especially during the holiday season and Christmas time. So he just gave me one letter. I haven't opened it yet, but I feel like there's a letter and something else in here, so I'm excited. Maybe I should wait for Christmas or Christmas Day, but I'm probably gonna open it after this video and respond back, because I love Christmas cards. I have a bunch of Christmas cards, and that's an activity I always do during the holiday season. My 14th activity is to read cozy books or read holiday books. I have The Nutcracker here by E.T.A. Hoffman, and I've never read The Nutcracker, but I'm probably gonna read this year so I can watch the ballet next year. And yeah, I have a bunch of Christmas books that I love. I love reading The Grinch every year. I love reading a bunch of Christmas tales. It's just such a wonderful time. I love that we have a lot of festive books out there in media. We have also, you know, like A Christmas Carol, you know, all the basics, but they're all cozy reads. Or you can just read a cozy wintry book, or a very long, thick book that is perfect for the winter season. Now, the 15th activity is for the Potterheads out there, because I love to rewatch Harry Potter every Christmas time, especially the first movie. It just has that nostalgia, Christmassy feel to it, with the dining hall and everything that happens in the series and the winter time. Just wonderful, wonderful thing to rewatch every Christmas to bring back magic into your life. So obviously I had to include that. And obviously my 16th activity is also to watch holiday movies, or like winter holiday movies, and the classics. You already know the classics: Home Alone, The Grinch, The Holiday. There are so many of these movies, and every year they keep adding and adding more. So you have a long list of holiday movie or Christmas movies to choose from. So knock your socks off and enjoy. Now, my 7th cozy activity for the winter season is to assemble a puzzle. You know those 1,000 piece puzzles, or even the 500 or the 5,000 piece puzzles? Is there 5,000 piece puzzles? I'm sure there is. But yeah, do that in the holiday season when you have the time and you have the energy and you have a glass of wine or a holiday festive drink. It's such a good activity to decompress, and you know, you can like see the fruits of your labor as you go. I would highly recommend doing that while you're watching a movie, listening to some music, or even listening to a podcast. Such a great activity, 100% recommend. My 18th activity on here is to donate some of your stuff. Donate some of the books, donate some of the clothes, donate anything that you don't use anymore, or things that you can part ways with and you won't feel too bad to part ways with, because there are a lot of people in need out there. There are a lot of homeless people and people in shelters or people alone out there. So if anything, we always can learn from our great old tale by Charles Dickens, A Christmas Carol. So please give back if you can, and you know, this is the perfect time for donations, and I highly recommend it. And similarly, the 19th activity to participate in is to do an act of kindness. This could be an act of kindness towards a stranger, or it could be any kind of act of kindness. I'll give you one typical act of kindness that we see here in Canada. So we have our beloved Tim Hortons, our coffee house, our coffee powerhouse. It's what gets most Canadians out and about. It's not about, it's about in Canada in the winter season. But the best thing to do is, you know, like you're ordering your coffee and then you say, I'm gonna pay for whatever the person behind me is getting, and that's an act of kindness, and I guarantee you it makes people's day. I've done it before and I've had it done to me, and it's just that loving spirit of giving back and being kind to each other. So highly recommend any kind of act of kindness, even if it's writing a letter to a stranger and giving it to them on the street saying like, have a great day, have a happy holiday, or even giving a $20 gift card to Starbucks to a stranger or to a coworker that you're not even that close with. Just little acts of kindness go a long way, and they don't have to always be monetary. It could be something simple as complimenting someone or helping someone out, etc. And so my 20th and final activity on this list is to start a creative project or a creative hobby, or just do something creative with your time. Because you know, in the holiday time, you have more time to express yourself, to relax, and to do things that you love. So try to do something creative if you like creative stuff. Maybe try to, I don't know, take up painting, or take up launching a blog, starting a blog. Any little thing that you would want, you know, maybe you want to write a short story, maybe you want to start writing a book. Any creative activity or project, even like making ornaments or doing anything around the house that's creative, I think it's a good activity. I think it's a good thing to reconnect with our imagination, reconnect with art and crafts. This is always something I love to do during the holiday season. If you want to start a blog and you don't know where to start, I have links down below to help you as well. So I got you covered. Same thing with the gingerbread cookies, I got you covered. So that was the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you will partake and participate in some of these winter holiday activities. I hope that some of them are enjoyable or interesting to you. Let me know if you've done any of these. Let me know if some of these are recurring activities that you do every year or year to year. Let me know some of your favorite books, movies, activities for the holiday, Christmas time / whatever you celebrate. Obviously, support everyone. Keep respectful as always. If you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. I would love to have you here. And every week I post a new video that is related to anything life, anything that fancies my fancy, and so hopefully fancies your fancy. As you guys know, mostly this channel is self-help or a slice of life. So if you actually want me to talk about something, anything at all, always feel free to email me or comment down below. You know, I have a bunch of links. I have a TikTok, I have Instagram, I have a blog, I have an email. I got you guys covered. So if you want to talk to me directly, ask me questions, or give me ideas, or tell me what you want to see next, I'm always here for you. I'm wishing all of you a happy and loving and warming holiday season, and I'll see you on the next shelf. Bye.